Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. Today I felt like premium tank, so I looked through a bunch of premium tank replay submissions, and these are the two I picked out, but I didn't pick them out for the usual reasons. In fact, today's video is going to be kind of a little bit controversial because the theme or the topic of today's video not only is it premium tanks, but it is premium ammunition or gold ammo. Now I still call it gold ammo. I know Wargaming have been trying to get people to call it premium ammunition. I know a lot of players out there do call it premium ammunition, but for me, when I first started playing World of Tanks, gold ammunition was available for gold, and that was the only way you could get it. And it's still available for gold. Yes, you can buy it for credits now, but as long as you can buy this ammo for gold, it's going to be gold ammunition in my mind. It's just a play on words, whether or not you call it premium ammunition or gold ammunition. As I say, the video is going to be a little bit controversial because the thing is, if you follow my channel, if you're a long-term subscriber, you'll know that pretty much in most of my videos, I try not to fire gold. I don't fire very much gold, and in fact, in the few times I have fired gold, quite often what happens is I'll load up a gold round and then I'll forget to switch back to regular AP or regular ammo when I've finished firing gold. So occasionally, but very occasionally, you've seen me fire gold in my videos. Maybe when I didn't need it, but it was usually an accident. But I want to talk about premium ammunition or gold ammunition when it's not being fired by accident. We are here starting off with a game in the SU-100Y with Terminator 235. Later on, I've got a game in a KV-220 with Jadiger, but yeah, there's premium ammunition. There's a lot of views on premium ammunition or gold ammunition out there. Now, quite often when you get gold fired at you, it may not be because the player is spamming gold. It may be because the player had gold loaded for another tank and you just happen to drive into his reticule. There's times where, as I say, you have gold loaded for firing at a tank and you kind of forget to switch back to regular AP or regular ammo. And, you know, there's lots of reasons why someone might fire gold at you, but I tend not to spam gold at all because, I don't know, I'm old-fashioned. And now I don't have that much of an issue with players spamming gold. I don't like it. But I understand why they do it. It's part of the game. It's in the game mechanics. If someone wants to spam gold, they can. And usually you're not going to make very much profit. Bounce on the side of the SU-100Y from a T-67 there. Why is the minimap so small? Yeah, the SU-100Y, 60mm side armor. You can bounce shots. It's not going to be something you can count on. There's a Tiger in the middle. But yeah, the whole point of the video today is you'll notice that the Terminator has got a full gold loadout here. Now he's going to show off the SU-100Y at its best, but there's 514 damage done with a gold round. Now, the thing about gold on the SU-100Y is the regular AP has 196mm of penetration, 440 alpha damage. But the gold ammo on an SU-100Y, as you can see, another high roll, 553 there, or 543. The gold ammo has 510 alpha damage, so it gets more alpha damage than the regular AP, but it also gets less penetration. 171mm of penetration compared to 198. So the gold ammunition on something like a SU-100 has been balanced. You get less penetration, but you get more damage with gold ammunition, and that's very, very rare. I think this is the only tank off the top of my head where there's a major change between the penetration levels of regular AP and the gold. Usually you get more penetration, not less, but this is why maybe you see a lot of SU-100 drivers firing gold, because the penetration is less, but it's still pretty good. 171 is still pretty good, especially on a tier 6 TD, and that extra alpha damage. So I can understand, well, I don't fire a lot of gold in my SU-100Y, but I can understand why players do. So yeah, I mean, I'm just, as I say, it's controversial. The thing is, I've been receiving quite a few replays recently where players are firing gold exclusively, and My issue with gold or premium ammunition is it really should only be used when it needs to be used. And kind of firing it almost exclusively sometimes leads to tanks running on a loss or making much less credit than they would if they would have been played firing regular ammo. Some nice avoiding of Arty there. SU-100Y is a little bit of side scraping, bounces a shot, staying behind the house so he stayed safe from that Arty shot. But yeah, as I say, I've been receiving quite a few replays recently where people have been firing gold almost exclusively, and I've been very, very hesitant to put those up on the channel. Nice kill on the IS there by Terminator. I've been very, very hesitant to put up games on the channel where people are firing gold exclusively, and that's simply because I'm old-fashioned. I believe that premium ammo should be used when it needs to be used and not just spammed, but that's my issue. It's part of the game. It's not against the rules. It's just a personal issue I have. And I'm just wondering whether or not you guys as the viewers have the same or differing opinions on gold ammo, because I tend not to put replays where people are firing gold exclusively up on the channel. I received a T-54 replay quite recently where, actually it wouldn't be quite recently, it was a good 4 months ago now, but yeah, the player had a very good game, but he fired premium ammo exclusively. In fact, he didn't have any AP on the tank at all. So I thought it was a little bit excessive. But in the meantime, Terminator is on 1 kill, he's on 2,600 damage, he's come back, and again, minimap awareness, was aware his team had won the town, was aware they'd lost the 1-2 lines, has come back, he's defending cap. Enemy team were capping, now they've stopped capping, so there is a tank back there that's driven out of cap. And may now have driven back in, so he's just waiting for someone to get visual on whatever's capping. But yeah, this replay is one example. So this is a tank where I have absolutely no issues with premium ammo usage, because I think it's been balanced a little bit more on this tank than it is on most tanks. In the next replay, you're going to see a different scenario. But a beautiful blind kill on the Churchill 1. Excuse me. SU-12244 in the middle was taken out, so Terminator's on 2 kills, he's on 3,000 damage. It's looking quite comfortable. The scores are still pretty close, it's 11-10. But Tier 6s and a Tier 7 left on Terminator's team, just Tier 5s left on the enemy team. So Terminator moves up, aims as long as he can, takes out the T-34. You can see the reload's 13.8 seconds here. Gorilla takes out another RT, or takes out the Nashorn, but Terminator's able to move up, sitting here, letting his binocs kick in, spots the Gorilla, and through the obstacles in spawn to pick up kill number 4. So 3,458 damage, 4 kills for Terminator. Again, there's still RT in play, so he's staying RT safe, staying behind the house till he knows he's dropped off radar. And the scores are looking a little bit more comfortable, 13-11. But yeah, SU-100Y, it's a very, very situational TD. Sometimes you can have absolutely amazing games with it. Sometimes it's very, very frustrating. It's got very poor camo, 60mm of armor all round, and that makes it very, very susceptible to RT and HE damage. So Terminator is going on the hunt, and again, he hasn't fired anything in this game but premium. But it's been a very good game, nice use of the minimap. Took out the danger in town, came back, supported his defenders. Lots of base defense points picked up, I imagine. RT appears in the middle. Don't know whether that Sture Immel is stuck in the middle, but he's able to take out enemy RT. So just one tank left on the enemy team. Here he is, it's a T-67. Kind enough to drive right in front of Terminator's gun. So 5 kills, 3,800 damage done in the SU-100Y. So a very, very good game there from Terminator 235, and as I say, SU-100Y, it's a little bit situational. You can find yourself having very good games, you can find yourself having very, very bad games in it. It's a lot of it's down to the map, a lot of it's down to the tanks on the enemy team, and whether or not you get a chance to actually sit and use that gun, because when this tank has time to work and has time to aim fully, has time to fire that gun, you can do a lot of damage, especially when you're firing premium ammo, because the alpha damage is just so much higher. But as I say, it pays a cost because it gets less penetration. Ace Tanker for Terminator. He also picked up High Caliber and Tank Sniper. He finished top on XP with 1426 and managed to hit a blind shot, so he actually did 4,104 damage. Well played, sir. He fired 10, hit 10, pen 10. So there we go. Less penetration on the premium ammo, but he was still able to pen every single shot. He damaged 9, destroyed 5 to 255 base or assistance damage. Didn't pick up as many defense points as I thought he would have, but 9 defense points. Wasn't playing with a premium account, and this is the important thing here. He was still able to earn a profit. So a lot of tanks where you're firing premium exclusively, if you don't have a very good game, you're going to end up losing money. So his 10 shots cost him 40,000 credits, but he still made a profit of 21,000 on a standard account. He would have made 52,000 credits on a premium account. So yeah, if you buy a premium tank, a lot of people buy premium tanks to earn money, to earn credits. When you fire premium ammo in a premium tank, then the credit earning potential is still not great, or is not as good, but you could still earn money, and Terminator did in that game. So if you can fire gold exclusively and still earn profit in a premium tank, does that, I don't know, does that mean it's okay to fire gold all the time? I want you guys to tell me, because it was a good game. 1427, 427 bonus for the premium tank, and it left him on 1853. Not the first game of the day, but a very, very solid game in the SU-100Y. Next up, we've got a completely different scenario. We're still with Russians, we're still in a premium tank, but this time it's the Tier 5 Russian premium heavy tank, the KV-220. Well, with Jadiger, I never know how to pronounce that name, and it's here on Ensk. Now, this is a more traditional tank. You've got your standard AP, which is 99mm of penetration, 110 damage. Now, that's fine. 99 penetration is not the best, but on the other hand, if you look at the matchmaking, the KV-220 is at the top of the matchmaker. Lots of Tier 4s on the enemy team, lots of Tier 3s, not so many enemy heavies, Tier 5s. There are some, but not that many. But we've got 99mm of penetration, 110 damage. We look at the premium ammo, we've got 121mm of penetration, 110 damage. So this is typical with the premium ammo. We've got more penetration but the same damage. We're going to go, and again, this is a discussion about ammo. It's not a discussion about the players or the gameplay or anything else. This is a very, very good game. Now Jadiger is starting off with the AP. He's got AP loaded in the tank. It's Ensk, so it looks as if he's going to be going town. For some reason the minimap is minimized again. But yeah, KV-220, another tank I've reviewed. It's a great tank. I do like the KV-220. I know a lot of people kind of don't rate it very much, and it's kind of suffered a little bit. It's still a good tank. It's maybe, with the introduction of Japanese tanks, it maybe suffers a little bit more than it used to, but it's still very, very good. Jadiger was initially going to go into town. He's still got AP loaded. And this is what I'm talking about. You see, I get a lot of replays where people fire gold exclusively, but he's got the side of a BDR, he aims, he shoots, he pens, and he immediately switches to premium ammunition. Now, against a similar tier heavy, that's a top tier heavy on the enemy team, Jadiger is able to fire, and he's just, in case the BDR is still tracked, he's putting more shots in there, but no idea whether or not those shots went in. But that was 5 premium rounds aimed at an invisible target. Now Jadiger is still on premium ammunition. I think maybe he's still expecting to run into the BDR. He's advancing, he's top tier heavy, going to be aggressive, and it looks as if the BDR may have taken I thought maybe he'd taken one more hit, but he's still on the premium ammunition, still dealing with similar top tier heavy tanks. Now Panzer 38 NA, oh, mistimes that. 38A stops, but he aims, puts a shot through the wall. Now he's still on premium ammunition. Now, you could say that, you know, the first time you get hit by any tank firing premium ammunition, it's possible that the tank had premium ammo loaded and it wasn't going to reload just for you, but he had plenty of time to reload and put a standard AP shell into the Panzer 38. But in the meantime he's advanced, he's putting side shots into a T1 Heavy, and you can argue, did he need premium ammo? He's still on the premium ammo, bounces on the BDR, gets penned for a huge amount of damage. BDR, very dangerous heavy tank, but he moves forward, takes him out, and he's got 15 rounds of premium ammo left, so he's fired, is it 12 rounds so far? And sometimes people simply just forget to switch back to AP. Now, I think that's what has happened in this case. But as I say, I've received replays where people have fired premium rounds exclusively, and I've kind of not wanted to feature them because if you can fire premium ammunition, sometimes I think premium ammunition takes a lot of the skill out of the game. Rather than playing a tank to its strengths or maybe trying to flank in a medium tank, you're just able to pen enemy tanks to the front. But still firing premium, and again you can argue it wasn't needed against the 38NA. But yeah, as I say, I do think he's still on premium ammo simply because he's forgotten to switch back. But maybe not, maybe not. It's been a while since this replay was sent in. But yeah, someone firing exclusively gold at a T-54 and able to take on tier 10 heavies frontally. Yeah, that's something I haven't really featured on the channel. I prefer to see exciting games where people are playing their tanks to their strengths. I like seeing games where people are making very, very good use of their ammo choices, switching between AP, premium, and HE where and when needed. But, oh, a little bit unfortunate not to get the kill on the heads here, but Jadiger's up to 3 kills, he's on 621 damage, hasn't done that much yet. Score is 9-11, so Jadiger's team are actually losing right now. And Jadiger's gone on a complete tour around the map. They've lost the north of the map, and Jadiger is going down to hunt Arty now. Again, if you've been looking at the minimap, I probably would have gone back far sooner than this because of the heavy tanks coming down from the north. But he's advanced, he's still firing premium against Arty, and you don't need premium against Arty. And another 3 premium rounds. He's going for the SU-5. And again, shooting on the move. You can see the enemy Bishop Gold on an RT-220. Shooting on the move with premium ammunition. And now, for the first time since the beginning of the game, Jadiger has switched to HE. Shooting on the move, hunting down enemy RT. He's already killed 1. He's hunting down the other 2 SU-5s. Not great at shooting on the move, this tank, but able to get a shot in there. Takes out the second RT. Swings around. He's firing HE. Misses the SU-5. SU-5 misses as well. They're being capped. KV-220 very good at ramming enemy tanks to death because it's so heavy. So there's 6 kills for Jadiger. And he's switched back to premium ammunition. Now again, is this intentional or is it because they're being capped? He knows that there's a Churchill and a Matilda he may need premium ammunition for. But yeah, it's just, I normally would not feature a replay like this, but really it's not my decision. I know that I'm a dinosaur when it comes to my thoughts on the game, and my thoughts on the game may not always be correct. So premium ammunition going through the front of the Churchill 1. Again, he could have penned with regular AP, but he's advancing, manages to bounce both shots from the Churchill. They're being capped, 1 minute 44 left, plenty of time. So again, auto-aiming, and another round through the front of the Churchill. So, am I a dinosaur? This is why I said today's video is a little bit controversial. Am I a dinosaur? What are your thoughts on premium ammunition? As I say, I still think of it as gold ammunition because I've been playing since it was available for gold. He's run out of premium ammunition, but as you can see, he's got more than enough penetration to penetrate the Churchill through the turret with his regular AP, able to get another shot in and finish him off with regular AP. So he didn't really need to fire any premium there, but he did, and of course it made his job a lot simpler. But in the meantime, he has bounced 18 shots, or he's taken 18 shots. He's bouncing a Matilda in the distance. Stops to aim, but he's now run out of premium ammunition. But once again, regular AP, more than enough to go through the Matilda. So, am I a dinosaur? What are your thoughts on premium ammunition? As I say, personally, I love to see people using a good selection of ammunition when they're playing games. Shows that they've mastered the knowledge of weak spots, when to use AP, when to use premium, when to use HE. But, you know, playing with all premium sometimes is just easier. But 18 seconds left. Jadiger is able to move around the corner, finish off the DW2 for kill number 9 as a top tier KV-220 here on Ensk. 2,429 damage done and 9 kills. So it was a very, very good game. So Jadiger picked up his ace in the KV-220, and I'm a little bit jealous because, believe it or not, I still haven't aced this tank. Usually when I play the KV-220, I'm in a platoon and my platoon mates snap up a lot of damage and kills, or I'm playing solo and it's bottom tier and I don't have an easy time of it. I have yet to get the KV-220 into a matchup where I'm top tier on a nice small mini-map against a lot of lower tier tanks. And on those few occasions where I have, they weren't ace tankers, but very good performance, just showing what the KV-220 can do. So Jadiger picked up a Pascucci's, he picked up the Radley Walters for 8 kills or more, he picked up a Kolobanov's medal for standing alone against 5 enemy tanks at the end. I even forgot to mention that while I was looking at the replay. He picked up Cool Headed, picked up Steel Wall, picked up High Caliber, picked up Defender, and picked up the Automatic Top Gun. Absolute bucket load of medals. Well played. He finished top on XP with a huge 1508 XP, 2,429 damage done, 9 kills. I think it's safe to say he carried that. And he fired 43, hit 32, and penned 27. Now, would his performance have been as good or worse with the AP? Did he need AP in a lot of those, or did he need premium in a lot of those situations? I would argue that he didn't, but he did, and as a result, he ended up making a loss of 5,610. Now, if you've got a lot of premium tanks, if you've got a lot of credits on your account, you can afford to do that. You can afford to play and spam gold and afford to make a loss if it comes down to it. Maybe the XP is more important than the credits to someone playing, but really, it's just, as I say, I'm old-fashioned, and I'd really love to know what the general consensus is on premium ammo, because as I say, I've been playing the game since the days when gold was only available for real money, or premium ammo was only available for real money, or unless you were in a big clan who was getting a lot of gold as clan wars rewards. But anyway, Jadiger, as I say, nice amount of damage. He blocked 1405 damage with his armor. Very, very good armor on the KV-220, even better than a KV-1's. He spotted 2, damaged 9, destroyed 9, did 2 base cap points and 94 base defense points, so well played. And as I say, made a loss because of a lot of premium ammo fired. Really would love to know what your thoughts on the premium ammo situation in game is. 2,262 XP, wasn't his first game of the day, left him on 3,166 with a premium account, but absolute shed load of medals. I can't argue, I've never had a game as good as this in the KV-220. But there we go. 2 replays I've kind of been holding on to for quite a while. I don't really show replays where a lot of gold is fired, but I decided to make an exception because it's really up to you guys. You guys are the viewers, and if you don't have an issue with gold ammunition, that's fine by me. Maybe I'll feature some more in future, but I've been receiving quite a few replays recently where gold has been fired almost exclusively, and I'd really love to know what your thoughts on it are. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.